So mindset, process, and tools. This is my secret to learning about product management over the years. If you ever try to learn product management, it gets really confusing, right? Like you will read a blog about, oh, let's do this is how you do a roadmap, or this is the best tool, like AHA, for you to build a roadmap, or Kanban and Scrum is the best way to deliver products. But this information is very anecdote, right? It comes from bits and pieces. So whenever you read something in product management, categorize them into these three areas. Is it a mindset? Is it a perspective that people are looking through? Is it a process? Is it something that lists out the step-by-step guide of how you deliver a product or how you discover a product? Is it a tool like a lean canvas that tells you, oh, this is what you've got to fill out whenever you want to assess a business opportunity? And looking at the world through this mindset, process, and tools allows you to learn product management much, much faster. For example, right, like Marty Kagan wrote a really good article about alternatives to roadmap. Now, this article doesn't give you any direction of like how you build a good roadmap. It doesn't tell you that, oh, roadmap is good or bad. It just gives you a different perspective of what is the alternative roadmap. So whenever you see things like that, categorize that as a mindset. And throughout your journey as a PM, you're going to be learning multiple different types of mindsets. And the more mindsets that you learn, the more senior you're going to be. And in the next few slides, I'm going to show you some mindsets that I've taken up over the years and something that you can actually learn as well. For example, number one thing is the product mindset, right? The product mindset talks about technology teams exist to serve the needs of your customers to achieve business goals. So that is the product mindset. The second thing that you learn that you're going to pick up in your career is this critical thinking. How can you break down ideas from a problem to a solution? And whenever someone tells you about an idea, you don't default to a yes, you default to a why. The third thing that you learn in your career is this design thinking mindset. How can you empathize with the customer, understand the pain points, and build experiences and systematically test them so you know you're building the right thing? The fourth thing that you learned is this management mindset. To think like a business manager. Think everything with a return on investment hat on. Think about metrics, think about timelines. These are the things that's on the back of your mind. And also agile. Agile is a core mindset that you need to bring into product management. How do you collaborate with people over negotiating? How do you be open to change? How do you ship something so you can measure its progress? And how can you adapt to the market rather than predict it? The growth mindset. How do you stay focused? How do you stay curious? And how do you find out why things are the way they are? And last thing is the leadership mindset. This is a mindset that you can create a vision, drive change, and also lead your team through the journeys that they're going to come with you, whether it's product discovery, product delivery, or the day-to-day management of your product. And learning from these mindsets are going to be your first step into learning product management. You're going to see the world through different perspectives, and that's how you make great decisions as a PM. And what is a process then? Well, a process is usually a solution created to solve organization problems. So things like the Spotify process or the Kanban process or the Google's design sprint process, right? These are different processes that are created to solve a specific organization problem. So for Spotify, they created this process because they want to scale the engineering culture cross-nationally. Kanban was created for the manufacturing teams to create products non-stop, to manufacture products at like an assembly line. And the third thing is Google Design Sprint was created by the Google Ventures team to help entrepreneurs validate ideas. And if you don't have a validated problem, jumping into a design sprint is going to be a very risky thing for you. Processes. What you want to do is you want to do this. First step is find out where the process came from. What is the underlying value of the organization that created that process? Does it match your company's profile? Does it match your product team's perspectives? And does the rest of your organization have to change to adapt to this type of process? The second thing you want to understand is understand which part of the product lifecycle can you apply this process. Is the process created to facilitate a discovery of a product? Or is the process created to facilitate a delivery of this product? Or is it to manage the day-to-day of this product? So understand whether it applies. And the third thing you understand is pick out what works for your business, and then you can scrap the rest. Because all of these processes are created uniquely for each company. So yeah, just pick out the stuff that works for you, and then just scrap out the stuff that doesn't work for you, and build your own unique process along this way. And lastly, pick the tools last. Don't ever start with the tools first. Tools are there to help you make your process execution much more efficiently. You can still, run your process without these tools, but you got to find the right tool for the job. For example, if you have really complex roadmaps, for example, multiple product management teams and multiple product lines, then use AHA as a great tool for you to manage different roadmaps, and not Trello. Right? Trello is just going to be too simple. If you're ever running an agile project management, use Jira as a tool for you to manage agile teams. Don't use things like Microsoft Projects or Team Gantt because they're not the right tool for your job. And also lastly, don't ever start with the tool first. Understand the tool and then take a step back to understand the mindsets, the process, and last thing is the tools. If you learn product management on this, over time, you're going to build layers and layers and layers of brick. That's going to give you a strong foundation to learn product management.